I scored in the 94th minute of a World Cup match in front of 90,000 screaming people. And the commentator howling my name had no idea how to pronounce it 8 minutes earlier. 4 years before that night, my own club released me, handed me my boots in a cardboard box, and told me to go find a real career. No academy, no agent, no money. Nobody who believed I'd ever play professionally again. Just this. And I'm going to walk you through every step, every cut, every dollar I didn't have, every night I nearly quit. Let me back up. I grew up in a small steel town in Ohio. My mother worked 2 jobs. My father was gone. And the only place that felt like home was a cracked concrete lot behind a church, where I played until the streetlights came on with a ball that was more tape than leather. The first time I struck one clean and watched it bend exactly where I wanted, something clicked. For the first time in my life, I was good at something. So I showed up early and stayed late, every single day. At 7, a coach said, "He's got something." At 12, someone added the part that would follow me for 15 years. But he's not special. Talented, not special. Good, not great. Coaches liked me because I worked harder than anyone. Scouts forgot my name by the time they reached the parking lot. By 18, I'd been cut from 4 clubs. While the Golden Boys signed academy deals, I took 2 buses across the state for tryouts that went nowhere. I slept on a friend's couch and ate 1 meal a day. At 22, I spent my last $3,000 on a trial in Europe, the one shot, and they cut me after 9 minutes. 9. I flew home broke and out of excuses. By 24, somehow, I'd clawed onto a small professional club. Not a star, a bench player who ran himself into the ground and got subbed back off. Then a new coach watched me for 1 preseason and told me I'd never be more than a backup. Just like that, I was released. No club, no plan. For 3 months, I didn't touch a ball. I loaded trucks at a warehouse at 5 a.m., and every night I'd lie awake asking, how did I let this happen? I'd been good my whole life. Good had never been enough. But before I gave up, I did one thing right. I finally watched years of my own film. Really watched. And the truth was screaming at me. It was never that I wasn't talented enough. It was that I'd spent 15 years trying to be the special one, instead of mastering the player I could have been the best in the world at. The one who makes the run nobody sees and does the ugly work no camera films. What ended my career wasn't a bad coach or bad luck. It was my ego. I thought talent was enough. It isn't. Talent without discipline is just a promise you never keep. So I rebuilt everything the opposite way. Not flashier, sharper. I got obsessively good at one thing: being ready. I trained until I could outrun players half my age in the final minutes. I studied film until I could smell where a loose ball would drop. I took 100 finishing reps alone every night, long after everyone left. I became the most reliable man on the roster, the one you send on when the game is on fire and you just need someone who won't waste a single second. Slowly, word spread. A scout, a bigger club. Then, at 28, the call I'd stopped letting myself dream about. A spot in the World Cup squad, on home soil. But be honest about what that meant. I was number 23 on a 23-man roster, the 4th string forward they brought for the locker room. The cameras swarmed our stars. A photographer waved me out of the team photo. Subs in the back. The first 2 matches, I watched from the bench and didn't even take my jacket off. Then came the match that decided our entire tournament. Win and we advanced. Lose or draw and we went home. Eliminated in the group stage, on our own soil, in front of the planet. By halftime, we were down 1-0, and the crowd that arrived singing had gone silent. We clawed one back at 70 minutes, but a draw still sent us home. We needed a winner. And then, in the 78th minute, our captain chased a ball he had no business chasing, planted his leg, and his knee gave out. He went down, and he did not get up. The coach turned around. He looked down the bench, past the safe choice, all the way to the last name on the roster. He looked at me, and he said my name. For 1 second, I couldn't move. I'd heard my name in that exact scenario 10,000 times, alone on that cracked concrete lot in the dark, narrating my own impossible goal. I never thought it would be said out loud, here, with the world watching. Then my legs moved on their own. Jacket off, boots double knotted. 82nd minute. The stadium barely reacted. Half of them were Googling who I was. For 7 minutes, nothing. The ball never came to me. I just made the runs nobody saw, the exact runs I drilled 1,000 nights, and waited. 90+4, the last attack of the match. A teammate swung in a desperate cross, a defender got half ahead to it, and the ball looped up and dropped into one tiny pocket of space at the edge of the 6-yard box. The one patch of grass nobody was watching. And standing in it was the kid from the steel town, the name they had to look up. Everything went quiet. I didn't think. I let 15 years of invisible work do the one thing it knew how to do. I hit it. The keeper dove, and the net rippled. The stadium detonated. My teammates buried me. Our injured captain was screaming on the sideline with tears running down his face. And the commentator who couldn't pronounce my name 8 minutes earlier was now screaming it so loud his voice cracked, over and over, like he'd always known it. Final whistle. 2-1. We were through. The next morning, my name was on every screen on earth, and the jersey nobody had ever bought sold out by noon. So if you take one thing from this, let it be this. I didn't win because I was the most talented player on that field. I never was. I won because I stopped trying to be special and got obsessively good at being ready when it would have been easier to quit. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's the price you pay for it. Getting cut took everything from me, but it gave me the one thing I was missing: the humility to stop chasing the spotlight and start mastering the dark. My name is on the back of a national team jersey now, but I still take 100 extra touches alone every night because I never forget I was the one nobody believed in. And if you're standing in the wreckage of a dream somebody told you to give up on, hear me. That's not the end of your story. That's the part right before it actually begins. If this story hit you the way it hit me, do me one favor. Tap that subscribe button and go watch the next video right now, because your climb to the top starts the moment this one ends.